Injured and can't work out? Here's one simple hack that's going to help you maintain your cardiovascular fitness, muscle mass, and keep you in a good mood while you're recovering. It's all backed by science, and I even tested it myself. A few months back, I started getting my cardio by jumping on this trampoline every day for 20 minutes. It was fun. Whee! But after a few months, some muscles in my lower leg got pretty tight and flared up an old knee injury. I switched from jumping to taking walks, but I couldn't go much farther than a mile before the knee pain came back. I decided to take a break from cardio as I sorted out my lower leg, and instead, I doubled down on my strength training in the gym. I ended up actually setting some new personal bests with overhead presses and pull-ups. I was feeling great. My wife was pretty happy with the results too. That is until I ended up with a shoulder impingement. Now I've got a knee on the mend and a painful shoulder injury. Out of frustration, I decided to just take a little bit of time off from training altogether and give it some rest. But within a few days, I noticed that I'm not falling asleep as quickly as I used to, and I'm starting to get a little crotchety. And there's nothing that I hate more than the realization that I'm starting to become a crotchety dick to my wife. So I turned to science and the sauna. I remembered what Rhonda Patrick had talked about in her sauna report in numerous podcasts. If you haven't heard of Rhonda Patrick before, she's a cell biologist with a knack for taking really complex scientific research and breaking it down in the fields of nutrition, aging, and disease prevention.
Let's start by talking about the cardiovascular benefits. When you're in the sauna, the amount of blood that your heart pumps through it can increase by up to 70%. And I've personally measured my heart rate going as high as 160 beats per minute during a 20-minute sauna session. I've also noticed at the same time, my resting heart rate went from 80 down to 60 beats per minute over just 2 weeks of regular sauna use. And after a 2-month break from my cardiovascular exercise routine, by using the sauna, I was able to go back to the treadmill at the same speed and incline that I was doing in my top shape months previously. Normally, when you stop lifting, you start losing muscle mass within just a couple of days. But sauna use increases your growth hormone, testosterone levels, and your expression of heat shock proteins, which help prevent muscle breakdown. And when you begin exercising again, these same heat shock proteins accelerate muscle regrowth by 30%. I can attest to this because the scale that I use at home every day measures not just my weight and body fat, but my lean muscle mass. And during that period of time when I really wasn't working out at all, I was able to maintain all of my muscle and not put on any fat. Now, I think it also helped that I made a point of keeping my protein intake high while cutting my carbs and fat down in order to compensate for my lack of exercise. Oh, hey, seeing as you're still watching this, I'm going to guess that you're kind of into this content, so why don't you take a minute and hit that subscribe button to be notified when I release new videos in the future. And why don't you show me a little bit of love and hit the like button too? I'd appreciate it. All right, now let's talk about depression. I don't know about you, but whenever I stop exercising, within a couple of days, I start getting cranky, I start feeling down. So I was thrilled to read the fact that regular heat exposure in a sauna helps alleviate mild forms of depression. Even though you're just sitting there, your body's working really hard to keep itself cool, which results in a spike of endorphins, just like when you exercise. Now, this is a physiological mood elevator, but I think there's also a psychological component to it, for me at least, knowing that I'm still doing something to take care of myself even when I can't hit the gym and exercise. And all that together helps me not be a crotchety dick around my wife.
What are some of the things that you do when you're injured in order to maintain your fitness level? Go ahead and tell me down below in the comments section. Okay.
If you're currently thinking, hey, this is all great information and such, but I don't have a sauna or anyone in my neighborhood with one, then I recommend checking out Sunlight Saunas. It's actually the type of sauna that I'm sitting in right now. And you can find out more about their company, the different options that they have down in the description box.